The girl obviously can walk normally but pretends to be paralyzed lower limbs of the disabled. This pretense is 18 years and more. Surprising truth is still behind the reason why this is all being forced by her mother in order to create a single mother alone to take care of her seriously ill daughter's pathetic image in order to deceive the community. Caring person donations. That night, Joey's mother took Joey to attend the Comic-Con, where the two of them wandered around separately. Joey met a Paul Wolverine. Paul's humorous personality allowed the two of them to quickly talk to each other. They fell in love with each other at first sight, and Joey also felt the taste of love. But at that moment, Joey's mother came over to interrupt the progress of the two of them. After returning home, Joey waited for his mother to fall asleep and secretly hid a wad of money from her, waiting for the next day when he and his mother went out. Joey took advantage of his mother's car wash to sneak out and buy a cell phone at a nearby store. Joey sent Paul a message every day, and the two of them faced each other on their cell phones every day, sending thoughts of each other. The next day, Joey received a delivery of his favorite red hair, and opened it to find that it was his favorite red hair. Joey immediately put it on, and looked at himself in the mirror, and thought he was beautiful. But in the evening, Paul sent a message to Joey that he had been hit by a car and was now in the hospital, and his cell phone was about to turn off. Worried about Paul, Joey took the wig Paul gave her to the hospital while her mother was asleep and managed to find Paul. Then Joey followed Paul to her home and said she would take care of Paul until he recovered. On the other hand, Joey's mom woke up in the middle of the night to find Joey not at home, but found an envelope left by Joey in the living room. Joey said he was in love and wanted to leave the house. Then Joey's mom called a friend's number and got Paul's home address at Comic-Con. Just as the two were about to go further, Joey's mom knocked on the door, and then Paul opened the door. Joey's mom played the emotional card, and Joey finally chose to follow her back home. When they got home, Joey's mom tore off his wig and sat in the wheelchair, pretending to be disabled. Then Joey's mom pushed Joey back to the house, which was like a prison building for Joey. In order to be exposed to the outside world, Joey would take a few from her mother's wallet every night while she slept and save them until she had enough money to buy a laptop secretly behind her mother's back. And then she put on a black wig and continued to pretend to be disabled. When she got back, she put on a black wig and dressed herself up briefly, then uploaded the beautiful photos she had taken to the social media platform, registered her account information and posted her first match. As a result, it did not take long for Joey to receive a large number of mail invitations. Joey randomly selected an Edison and through the other party's friend request, and the two began to chat online mode. After a few days of chatting, the two became more and more familiar with each other. From the beginning of the text chat slowly turned to video chatting. Even when they knew that Joey was in a wheelchair, David did not dislike each other in the slightest, but encouraged her to live a good life. Joey was very touched and cried to him about all the things she had been abused by her mother. And David, who had learned the truth, did not break up with her, but instead proposed to meet her. The next morning, Joey's mother came to Joey's room to see the computer on the floor. Joey's mother, without saying a word, will be the gas smashed. The loud sound of Joey directly woke up when she followed the sound of the living room to see her mother is crazy knocking their own computer. Then her mother forced her into the room and tried to tie Joey to the bed, just as she was about to leave the house after taking off her mother's restraints. Her mother's cries of pain came from behind her, and Joey chose to compromise once again.